Light. I am Felicia Niana as well as Priestess McCullough. How are you doing today? How are you feeling today? What's going on in your world today? Anything strange happening? So, before I get into all of our deliciousness of today, I have to start off with all the crazy stuff and messages that I was getting last night was off the hook, insane. So the whole, I think it's called the crowd strike system, or however it's set up or whatever. I'm not sure if that's what it is. Um, but it was all set up because remember that card I got, it said it's set at number 8, and it said it was all about speed. Things had to speed up. They had to hurry up and get things into place. So I want you guys to think back. Remember earlier, if it was last week or if it was the week before. Hi, lovely. Um, there was a hack into AT&T. Everybody remember that? They said, "Oh, if you're an AT&T person, it just got hacked into all the information of everyone that owned or had an account with AT&T was taken. Everything was taken." So I said, okay, we haven't had that in quite some time. Okay, so now they're doing that. And then boom, so many days later, this happens. And which phone company went down? AT&T went down. It was completely down. So I have Verizon. So there I called a couple of my friends, everybody else, they were fine, but I think in certain locations that got hit the hardest, their phones weren't working, the AT&T. So I was just saying, how convenient. Hack the system, take out what you want, da da da. So please, from what creators telling me, do not fall for the okie doke where they're going to try to blame it on terrorists and attack stuff like that, because it's not. It's happening right here on our own land. Our own people are doing this stuff to us. Okay, so I'm not saying allegedly. I'm not saying any of that. I'm saying that from spirits info. They're doing that to us. So we ought to know at this point in the game who's for us and who's not for us. Okay, there's so much going on too where you really have to stay in your power. You have to stand in it. And you have to really be in a place of knowingness and connection and being grounded. You have to be armed up to the gill in your spiritual weaponry tools of knowingness. Okay. So, one of the things I know and feel very strongly, they are so trying to have the civil war on our land. They're trying so hard to manifest that here. And I'm like, no, if everyone stays in their high heart self, if you stay here and don't lower your frequency to match an interaction of a war energy. And that's, let's just take it one step into something. It doesn't have anything to do with like other countries coming in and we're going to have a war with them. Civil war, if you really look at that, it means civil amongst ourselves, to have a war amongst ourselves here on our own land, which we do not need to be doing, period. You know, there's just too much of a shift that needs to take place for where all of us can go together and be in a higher frequency and cultivate this world in the way that we We, the people, want it to be, not what they want it to be. So just I just can't stress this enough. Besides planetary things, and then tomorrow we have the full moon in Capricorn. God, help us all. Just so much to do. And then on top of that, it's my own kin signature, galactic signature. So yeah. Oh my God, tomorrow I just. But let's just look at today, shall we? Okay, so today, we're stepping into Kin 13, which is the red cosmic skywalker. It says here, I endure in order to explore, transcending wakefulness. I seal the output of space with the cosmic tone of presence. I am guided by the power of navigation. The color is red. The planet is Mars. And chakra is solar plexus, and the earth family is signal. So yesterday we had the crystal process. Today we have the electric output energy. So when we look at the message, it says the management and control of the emotions has to do with the management and control of the ego. Ooh, yeah, let me read that again. The management and control of the emotion has to do with the management and control of the ego. Yeah, don't let the ego get you in trouble. Yeah. So you're going to feel a lot of consciousness, pressure, mental sphere, and then third eye energy coming in for that. And then I went to the app and picked up more info. Let me close this. Close it. Okay. So in the app it says function is vigilance, action is explore, power is space. Participate in the creation of the new earth leading from the spirit. I endure the purpose of exploring, transcending vigilance, seal the exit of space. It's the pillars of light, holding the pillars of light. So one of the things with this full moon in Capricorn is going to be at 29 degrees. Now, I'm not an astrologer, expertise person, and I have no idea what these degree things mean, but when the astrologers start talking about it's 29 degrees, I'm like, well, let's see, 2 and 9 is 11. So I guess a degree has to be 30, or it's 29 degrees, and are we in trouble, or what are we supposed to be doing? And then I listen how they're talking about the degrees, and I'm like, okay, so is at 29 degrees the last degree, very powerful energy to be used for intention, creation, if you're going to set something in motion. Now, we've been working our butts off since June, okay, doing a lot of the different, coming together, doing the different ceremonies, 20 days, 30 days, then 15 days, and now we're on this one. Tomorrow we finish up the 15 days, but we're not closing our crystal Herkimer portals, okay? We have to keep them open for the next 5 days, okay? Spirit just said, nobody, don't close the crystal portals yet, okay? So we're going to keep them open, and we're going to stay in the flow of intention. Okay, so this starts tomorrow. So tomorrow's a two-parter. Tomorrow in 8 o'clock in the morning is the Zoom meeting. Okay, so if you're on the West Coast, California, yes, please. What do? That means that it's 8 o'clock in the morning for all you lovely light workers and way showers. If you want to participate on a live Zoom with me and my Sundance sister, Marty. So we're going to host it, bring it in. She set it up. I have the code for entry on my galacticspiralite.com is my webpage. When you go to that front landing page, go all the way down, and then you will see the little tab buttons where you can hit for WordPress. It has like these little wave things. Just hit that. Go into the WordPress. I already put up the code there for you to enter. Please make sure you write it exactly how you see it so that you can come in to the Zoom. Now, let me reiterate here. This is for those of you who wish to do the 5-day frequency cleansing detox. Okay, so those of you that are new, you have no idea what Spiralite is all about. You don't have any idea what I do. I'm a frequency priestess. I'm all about codes, light codes. I'm all about putting codes into a body or putting it in water and helping your body to access a higher frequency of healing so that you can go through the purging or the healing that you need to go through if you are truly ready to heal. It does not work for people who are just dancing half butt. It doesn't work because you're not being in your true authentic self to heal. When you're ready to heal, you get results like this and they stay with you and change happens like that. I've been doing this since, oh God, when was that drop in? 2017, 2016, right around in there when I got that awakening. That tap, I should say the second round of the activation of Spiralite. So I've written 3 books, ebooks. They're on Amazon. You can find the first one on my webpage, how to get to that. And then you can go on to Amazon and take a look at the other ones. So that's what I do. And I'm very good at it. All right. So, and I love that. And I love teaching other people how to be good at it too. And the students that just graduated this year, yes, are in their internship right now. But they are awesome practitioners. They know their stuff. They're good at it, what they do. And what's the beauty of Spiralite when you learn it and you move forward in it, it opens up other creativity things for you to gravitate to be a part of, to create with the Spiralite. And then it becomes a signature of what you're doing with Spiralite. So, yes. I am very happy about it and I love what I do. So, it will start at 8 o'clock in the morning. It will be 10 o'clock if you're Midwestern, and then it'll be, I think, 11, 3 hours, and 4 hours time, depending on where you are. So please make sure you know what time West Coast is, California time is, in order to know what time you need to be on to come in. Okay, so the code is there. It's going to be tomorrow. It's going to be a 90-minute class where we're coming on. Now, in this class, the reason why we're having it in Zoom is because what the things I'm going to talk about, I can't talk about here on YouTube because YouTube is too sensitive and too controlling because that's how they want to be. Unfortunately, that means they're very third dimensional. And because we are higher dimensional beings, we have to cultivate elsewhere where the frequency is higher than just here on YouTube where they're doing this craziness. Anyway, I take the real pleasure in doing that because it's fun to me. Anyway, I don't care. Do you care? I don't care anymore. We got stuff going on. All in our backyard. All these with interesting things or collaborations to get a 360-degree around the world effect. There you go. Yeah, I just said that. Um, so that's how our meetings are going to be. So I would highly suggest you keep those codes written. So because on the following day, on a Monday, I'll come on for 30 minutes, activate another set of codes with your water, and then set your day of intention. So the first thing you want to do for tomorrow is make sure you are drinking water. Okay. Now, when you're drinking your water, making sure that you're hydrated on this purification point of time is where we're going to be only eating foods that are good for your blood type. Clean, if you want to just start off with me on the first day, which is tomorrow, it's just nothing but liquids. I'm just doing either smoothies or water all day tomorrow. I might push that out for another day or another day. Might do 48 hours, 72 hours, depending on how I'm feeling, depending on how hot it is. I don't know about you. I don't know if you're feeling the difference. Even when you eat food, you might have the hunger, and then when you eat, it's kind of like, and then you don't want anything else the rest of the day. All you're doing is getting fluids in and just drinking the fluids. So, this is going to be a really good amount of energy to move through. So, one of the things with water take in, you want to make sure also you start feeling really heavy, energy is moving as we're going through this 5 day of purification. It's going to be targeted with lymphatic system, the blood system, digestive system, hormones, um, helping the body to release emotional weight or spiritual weight or physical weight or mental weight. Yeah, you didn't think it was all about that. Most of the time, when we gain weight, especially if it's in the front, it's because of protection and because the cortisol levels are high. Okay. I'm not a doctor, I'm not prescribing. Blah, blah, blah. I just have to say that when I'm on YouTube. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, really got to do a lot of crazy things to be on this planet. And what's more insane is when we're born on this planet, we have to pay to live here. Oh, did I say that? Wait a minute. Did I say that? No, money was already taken out on us. We're the stock market. Anyway, as I was saying, as I'm moving forward, because I just don't care. All I care about is just shining as bright as possible to make this huge shift, to get rid of all the crazy ones that are on this planet that need to go bye-bye. Let's keep going. So, everybody knows if you're a part of the Be So Light tribe, you know what I'm talking about, okay? You know what time it is. So, your first thing tomorrow morning, we're going to set into the flow and intention. Now, when we're in the Zoom, I'm going to be talking about some very interesting things. And those of you that come to the Zoom that had, I don't know, a sleeping beauty moment where you had to partake in an apple and you bit into the apple and you found out that the witch that gave you the apple poisoned it. So now you have to wait for somebody to come along and wake you up. That's what we're going to be talking about also tomorrow, how you can shift that. Yeah. So this meeting tomorrow and for the next 5 days is for those who feel totally aligned. If you feel aligned with it, great. I would love for you to be there because the stronger you are, the stronger your medicine will be for the water ceremony. So we're just going to go ahead and take this time and energetically purge out toxins and stuff. This is what it really means. Standing in your power, standing in your alignment, standing in who you are. If you've been having some things going on and you're like, trying to connect. Hey, you know what? Remember when you were younger? Remember the games that used to come out? You remember how dot to dot used to be such a really good game to play? They always loved you to do dot to dot. You know, connect the dots and they would make a picture figure. Those are kind of hard to find. Have you ever noticed that? They got the paint by numbers, but that's not the same as dot to dot. Because dot to dot, when you're doing that, you have your eyes looking for the number, you have your pencil or your pen or whatever. So now your neurosensors are connecting. The dot is creating this communication through the right and left of the brain as you're doing that because you're creating, plus you're looking, plus you're connecting. Yeah, you can't find those very easily. Got to really look around for those dot to dot books. But they do have the color coordinating where you get the colors and you coordinate. So that's a form, but there's still nothing like the old-fashioned dot to dot connecting. Just makes you wonder why that's not so easy to find as much, right? They put it in a different form, but it still is so much better when you're taking and have that pencil or pen and drawing it and making the connection. Anyway. So that's our first thing you want to do is have your flow of intention. So make sure you have water tomorrow when you come into the Zoom, your journal and pen. You set your intentions of that day. We're going to set our intention. Hi, Margie. Hi. Set our intentions of that day when you come in. And this is going to be 5 days of this purification. You're going to get those codes. Now, you can definitely, when you're in the Zoom, if you're having something specifically going on, if we're not totally loaded up with tons of people, I will be more than happy to give you a code that will work with whatever you're dealing with. But the one main thing that we'll talk about is how to do some maneuvering in your body, how to be, thank you, how to really activate that divine intelligence within you to override an AI within you. Yes, lovelies. So exciting, isn't it? To know that you can do that. Anyway, so that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning. So please make sure you go to galacticspiralite.com, which is my webpage. Go there, go down to the WordPress, press in. There you will see the article that was written that has the code so that you can come in. Okay? Now, I'm going to put a word of cautionary here. This is for light workers and way showers, people of healing ways. You're here for a sacred purpose. That's what this Zoom is set up for. It is not for anyone to come in there and be disrespectful. Religion bashing will not be allowed. Okay? If you're coming there to do that, you will be escorted out at the Zoom. I'm not playing. This is for serious medicine, and we're working in frequencies. I don't have time to play with trolling people, because if you did not pay attention to yesterday's thumbnail and then today's thumbnail, here in Be So Light, we're ready to go. That's how we roll. We stand in our light and we claim it for who we are. We stand in our divinity and our sovereignty. We represent that connection to the divine creator. And you should be representing that too. So there will be none of that coming in, bashing, none of that. Okay? Just FYI. So everybody who's a regular Be So Light member, if they're attending, they will know if you're coming in a good way or if you're coming in a bad way. If you're especially new here. So just letting you know, we create a safe container here, and we want people to feel safe to be in their truth of themselves. Not saying anything wrong about religion. If that's what you're on, that's what you're on. But we don't take kindly to attacks, because that's not tolerated. That's very low vibration. And there are people who are going through their ascension. They have went through their dark night of the souls. They know what they're here to do, and they have claimed the light of themselves. And they're stepping out of the lower form energy of this matrix, the indoctrination of beliefs and lies and deceptions. That's what we're doing, stepping out of. We're stepping into the truth of who we are and standing in the power of that, which is a struggle for the ones that get caught up over here because they're so afraid to let go of this. Because this is all you know. This is what you were indoctrinated in. This belief, which is not true on so many levels. Yes, yes, yes. So, with that being said, tomorrow is the Zoom. 8 o'clock in the morning Pacific, 10 o'clock Midwestern, 11, 12, however that flows across the timelines. So, please, if you can attend, please come so that we can have strong anchoring way shores and light workers who will be anchoring the light come August 1st. Now, August 1st is where we're doing the water ceremony. And the water ceremony is for 7 days. And then on the 8th day, which is the Lion's Gate 8-8 energy, we are going to pour that water either upon the land or either in water wherever you are, to be able to end that collection of all of the spoken words in that water. So that is going to be a part of that water ceremony, because water is so sacred to Mother Earth, and because it communicates to every part of everyone who lives on this planet. This water ceremony will be very powerful on that day. Okay, so we'll have a break in between. I think it's about 4 days, 4 or 5 days break in between, to just kind of rest before we get into August 1st. Okay, so we'll have time to integrate, if that makes sense to everyone. Okay, so I just wanted to bring everyone into that and bring this info up so that you would have it and you will know. The main thing is today is about standing in your power, standing in who you are. How is your divine child doing? Those of you that did the divine child and that 16-year clearing yesterday, how is your connection with your divine child? How are you feeling today? How are you connected today? Are you feeling that difference? Are you seeing how you're flowing, how your thoughts are? You should feel really still at peace. There shouldn't be this chaos or confusion or sabotaging type of energy going on. It should be very much at peace. Okay? If you did that work and you really honored it and you did it in a good way, you should be sitting in that energy of peace. Not taking on what is going on around us. What is their intention? To get our attention. Feel relaxed. Good. Still remember, everyone, remember when we start seeing things playing out, and we still have another form of energy that's going to come across, that's going to start really kind of moving things out because they have to get things set up. They have to move us over. Okay? So it's just going to be glitchy. Let's just put it that way. It's going to be glitchy. But remember this saying, what is their intention to get our attention? What do they want us to pay attention to and not see over here? Okay? We have to be very 360 degrees. Okay? 360 degrees. But when you are in your sacred portal of light, your Herkimer diamond, sacred portal of light that we constructed, it is very easy to be in there and just kind of feel what's going on, but you don't have to be a part of it. Yes, if it leaks into we can't communicate, we can't do something, if we lose contact or something due to a glitch in the system and it goes down for so long or whatever, everyone needs to be able to still do whatever the 5 days are. If we're doing a water ceremony, everybody knows we're going to pour that water no matter what on the 8th. So if something glitchy happens, it doesn't matter. Everyone that's participating, who's watching this, who's going to be a part of that, already knows what to do. Okay? Because we're connected. We don't always have to be here. We're connected here. That's the difference. This is how it used to be before it was taken away from us. We were connected here. When you could feel someone and you knew, hey, how are you? How are you doing? This is coming back online to feel here. Okay? This is how it used to be. The connection here. Connecting. And I remember one of the most beautiful things about my spirit papa, and I love how he said this before I found out he was my spirit papa from another lifetime. That was a trip. And I remember we were in ceremony in Puerto Rico, and we were just doing a Taino ceremony. And I had just gotten my spirit name, my medicine name, through the Taino family. And I remember Papa was kind of, the rain was coming down a lot. It was raining. I was like, wow, it's like the heavens just opened up and was cleansing, and we were laughing and in the rain, and the ceremony, whatever we did, caused this like huge rain. It was funny because I was like, wow, look at all this. And I was enjoying it. And I remember he was kind of next to a tree and he was looking at me and he goes, Niana, never forget how we, the people, how we talk to each other. No matter where I am in the world, no matter what, we can always talk to each other here and here. And I heard him so clearly, and I looked, and he was not moving his mouth. He was just sending the thought to me here and here. And I said, yes, Papa. Yes. Before I knew he was my spirit Papa. But I was like, yes. Yes, we can. And he got a smile on his face. He goes, you can hear me. And I said, yeah, I heard you real loud and clear. Like, reach out and touch someone. AT&T all over. Yeah. He's like, well, okay, good. And I said, yeah. And then I smiled and he smiled. And I was like, cool. So when you're standing in the power of who you are, you honor every part of your being. You honor your connections with source, with the animals, with the trees, with everything. You honor all of that. And you don't let anybody come and take that away from you. You don't let anybody come and try to label you as, oh, you're strange, you're weird. Well, you know what? You're just not on this frequency. You don't get it. You're not on this. Bye. Go find a frequency you need to float on. This is my frequency. I remember the day when energies were really, there were so many portal works going on. I think it was around one of the solar eclipse that was coming in. I think it was a year or two ago. It was a powerful solar eclipse coming in. And I remember in that moment, in the hour time, I was in a space where I felt everything all at once. I can honestly say I did not enjoy that because I was feeling happiness and I was feeling sadness. I was feeling grief, then I was feeling joy. It was all at once. Feeling things. And then all of a sudden it stopped. And I remember telling the grandmother, and I was saying, I don't know what this is. I'm feeling everything all at once and da 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 da. And she goes, you stepped into one of those energy, and you were on that energy wave, and you became a part of that. You felt everything all at once. I know, yeah, that was a lot. Talk about if you're sensitive, if you feel everything all at once. I mean everything. The trees, the earth, Mother Earth, the waters, everything all at once. It's like a sensory overload. I literally, all I could do is just lay down because it was just so much to feel. And then it finally stopped. And I guess I had to just experience that to see what that feels like. But do I go and seek that? No, 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 no. That's a lot. That was way too much. So, with that being said, be prepared to come in tomorrow. Today is the day that you honor standing in the power of who you are and really being true to that. So, this is actually kind of like wrapping up the energy of what we've been doing, as tomorrow we will keep the portal open and start the new medicine with the purification. Okay, so we're not taking down the portals yet. We're going to keep them up. So just be ready for what we are going to be doing tomorrow if you're attending that, which I hope you guys do, because that just takes and pushes more energy. Now, some of you might feel challenged and say, oh, I just finished this 15 days and then that's another 5 days I have to add on to that. I'm on your website, can't find a code. Go down to WordPress symbol. Go down to the WordPress symbol and press it. Then you will go in. Go down to WordPress. Go down to the tab. Ow. Ow. Hold on, let me go in. Oh. Okay. You see that tab, that wave right down here at the bottom? That's WordPress. Okay. That's where you got to go. This is the opening of the page. Hold on, it clicked. This is me. And that's where you can go on there. And go all the way down till you see those little 3 waves at the bottom. And if you're looking for someone to help you build a web page, the beautiful designer of my page, Ash, did a wonderful job, and he is very high tech in what he does. Okay, and he's not cheap, just to let you know. But if you want a good web page, that's he can definitely help you set up and do. Then absolutely go in and do that. Um, just go down to the very bottom, and you can actually hit Design by Armin Brandings, and it will take you into. Let me see if he still has it where it goes into that. Yeah, just hit the Armin branding, and it'll take you straight to his webpage, and you can leave him a message. You can contact him. He is a badass. He had just won his, I believe, gold or silver medal in martial arts. He's a kick butt person. What he does, he's awesome. And believe it or not, I met him by going to his business and doing a cleansing on his business area after he got moved into this big warehouse place where he was and where he was going to be doing his teaching. So I went there and did this this clearing. And when I did the clearing of whatever is not divine that is residing here through the land, through this whole area that's been causing problems, you have to leave. There was, how do I put it? There was a swarm of crows and different type of birds that came, and they were swarming over the top of his building. He says, I've never seen anything like this. What the hell? I said, oh, they're cleansing. They're taking things away. They're getting rid of stuff. And then after that was done, he's never had a problem since. So he's been very successful in everything. I'm not kidding. Very successful. So, yep, there was no worries there. I just kind of like, what the hell? I guess the whole team came. Thank you. So that's how you go, and you go up to the WordPress. Please make sure you do subscribe to my WordPress site where I put the newsletters. So I don't do a traditional mailing list. I don't know. I just don't really connect with that. I like doing my WordPress. You subscribe. I'll put messages and things there. That way is you're there, and that's where I'm going to put it. If anything's going on, I'll put it there in WordPress. Just remember that. So if you subscribe there, you'll get information that I'll put over there. And go through and read. I got special little goodies all in there and things that I'm talking about right in that section on my WordPress. So some of it is in your face. Some of it is like makes you think. Some of it is all about, yeah, this is not cool. We need to be more proactive in ourselves and stepping forward. And there's some on there that has articles. I have some codes on there where you can use that and work with it. Okay. So, like I said yesterday, I'm all about people claiming their light and being true to themselves and stepping out of a place where you are not owning yourself. I'm all about empowering you and helping you to remember who you are. Okay? Because if you can remember who you are and stand in the power of who you are, you will no longer fall prey to this false system. You want to get out of it. Okay? And nobody said that the work ahead of us was going to be easy. Okay? So, any questions about that? About what we're saying before I step into the prep for tomorrow? That full moon is going to be very potent, and we're just going to kind of watch things play out. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. So I will have different codes available, what we will be stepping into. So make sure you have your water handy. And as rule of thumb, always, when you have your water, big glass of water ready, you taste that water. So then after the codes are passed on into that water, then you drink the water and you'll see the difference. You'll feel the difference. Okay. So let's take a quick look at some wordings. Close that, baby. Questions to ask the self. Okay. So I'm kind of hem-hawing around with doing, after we're done with the the August portal, I'm going to wait. Let us all integrate. Question. And then, oh wow, I like that. I might do the journey through the tarot, where we pull a card a day and we journey through the tarot. Now, you got to be ready for that one, because that's a pretty powerful one to do. And you don't miss a day. Okay, I've only done it once, and I did it with the Divine Stargate Priestess. And we did 78 days. Don't miss a day. And there was a lot of changes that went on. A lot of things came full circle, came undone. New things came in. Working with the tarot or oracle cards is very powerful, because you're working within the portal energy of that card, of what it represents. Okay, dimensionally, you're working with that. So it can make a very good life-changing within the self. So our first card is manifesting and doing, making things happen, changing your life, consistent practice, communicating your intention, manifesting miracles, tapping into your intelligent heart. Yes, lovely. You got this. So here are the questions. Are you ready? Just sit and think about this. How often do you allow your dreams to settle into the magical manifestation center of your heart? How often do you let that happen? Imagine a tiny version of your future, and then let it expand out of your chest with gratitude and joy. Do you tell others about your plans and ideals? Are you speaking your vision to life? Who are your accountability partners? How are you tracking the doing part of the equation? Now, some of you are down here and you have a divine curriculum, but you kind of struggle through your divine curriculum. So when we're talking about manifesting and doing, how are you in that? How are you showing up in your manifesting and doing? And I saw something that was really, I didn't really like it when I saw it, because I have done manifesting some really cool things in my life, and I never once had to sacrifice a life of something to get that. And I saw this, it was floating around on YouTube. I don't even know who the guy was. I clicked off of it because it was so like, oh, what are you talking about? What are you doing? But he was in this statement saying, in order for you to get something, you have to sacrifice something to get it. I'm like, no, if that's what you're on, the dark side of that, then yeah, that's what you need to do over there. Not if you're over here on light side. You know, I know there's this ebb and flow. I'm not gonna get that twisted. I do understand that. We understand that. There's give and take, life and death. Got it. But to literally like no, can't do it. I just that's just not a part of me. No. Maybe for some, but that's not a part of me. Manifesting, when we're materializing something, it truly means you understand the alchemy of your divine Heka. You understand that because there comes the play of karma. So how is that going to fit into what you're manifesting? Hmm? If you had to commit harm or something to get that. So I'm like, no. Then there's movies out there that talk of this very same thing of what he was talking about. You know, like Rosemary's Baby. The sacrifice was that she was going to be brought into a ceremony, impregnated with a darker being, and because she was sacrificed by her husband because he wanted to be known for his movies and he wanted to live the life in Hollywood. And that was the sacrifice. He sacrificed his wife as a part of the ceremony. And this is the first movie with Mia Farrow, okay? Rosemary Baby. I'm not talking about the gift. I'm not talking about the updated version. I'm talking about the original one. So she was the sacrifice. He sacrificed her well-being, her body, to bring that in. Okay? So when we're talking about manifesting and doing, it's what are the actions you're taking forward to bring that in? And do you see yourself having it? Because there's a version of yourself that already has it. And I thought about something. You know how we always hear that? Oh, there's a version of you on a different dimension that already has it. You just have to align with it. And it's very true because otherwise you would have never had the ideal of it. Think about it. If you had an ideal to cultivate something, to build something up, to design something, and it's an inspiration that hits you and you're like, whoa, I'm going to do that. And you do it and things manifest like that. Okay. You just aligned yourself with a higher part of yourself that already was doing it. So you matched that timeline and you stepped into it. Now there's an alignment. Okay. Which means in order for you to get the inspiration, you were already doing it. It was already there and you just connected into it. So that's one of those like mind, what I want to say, like multiverse type of things. And when you think of yourself as very multiverse, very dimensional, you're not limited. That's where that comes in. You don't become limited. So manifesting, and then our last one will be from the Light Seers. This one was called the first card was from the Sacred Creator Oracle. I love this. And then we're going to close out with this. Four of Swords. Okay. Some of us need to take a break. Some of us need to lay down. We got a lot of mental things going on and we're just feeling tired. We need to feel like we need to kind of rebuild the self. So she's laying in a nest. She's tucked in. You know, she's got that I just want to be, I just want to rest. Kind of like tired. A lot of us are feeling tired right now. It says here it is. Forest soars, a time of deep rest, transmutation of shadow, healing from burnout, taking a brief holiday from your reality, renewal and self love. And here's the affirmation: I give myself permission to slow down and heal. How many of you give yourself permission to do that? Give yourself permission to slow down and heal. How many of you do that? Or is it always, I gotta go, 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 go? I gotta keep go, 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 go. I get it. I really do. I get it. But there comes a point where you have to take time out for the self. Okay? And you're going to learn all about that tomorrow as we talk about our energetic frequency detox. And I look forward to setting this up for those of you that attend, because it's really going to be a time where you'll feel that frequency, and it gives you a little taste of spiral light so that you can really work with it. Now, those of you that have worked with me in the past in spiral light, you already know what's coming. You already know what you're going to do. You already know how you're going to be feeling. But when we start, like the first 2 days will be your most intense detoxing because of the codes that'll be used. Yeah, you're going to probably want to feel rest. Drink lots of water. That helps you a lot. So I look forward to seeing those of you that will attend tomorrow. So today, manifest in doing and take some time out to rest. And don't get caught up in the movie with all the stuff that's going on. Even though if it filtrates over into your system, your business, stay calm, because everything is going through a switchover. Okay, just stay calm. Stay calm. It's all planned for. Let's just put it like that. Everything that's happening is all planned for. All right. All right. Any questions before I call this day a day of sitting and being with the self and being peaceful until tomorrow? Is everyone good? Okay, so I'm going to call this part of the medicine complete of what we have done, because we're going to start the anchoring of the new energy tomorrow. So we're going to start that purification, and that's what we're going to declare ourselves moving into, is the purification. I got in late. Where do I find the link on the webpage? Drop down to the bottom, all the way down on the landing page. And you'll see these little asterisks. Is right where it says copyright Aramis, and you see two little tabs there. Drop all the way down there. Okay, and you'll find it. Can't miss it. You got to drop all the way down when you get onto the page. All the way down. And I mean all the way down. All the way down to the bottom. And you'll see the two tabs off to the side. Okay? So, everyone, be good to yourselves. Those of you that are going to continue on, I will see you tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning. Okay? And know that when you come into the Zoom, we want you to be muted. We're going to have the mute so that everyone comes in, and then there'll be a moment where we can unmute and you can ask questions. Okay? But please, 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 if you come, have your water, have yourself ready to go. All right? All right, lovelies. Know that you are seen. Know that you are heard. Know that you are divine. Know that you are divinely aligned. Know that you are free. Know that you are awake. Know that you are divine magic, and know that you are loved. And you're not alone. All right? What do? So, be good to yourself. Much love. I will see you tomorrow. Now, tomorrow officially, I will come back on after the Zoom and do the closeout with those who want to closed. They're not going to go any further. They're done. I'll do that closing video and put that up so that you can close out properly and be done. And then the rest of us, if you're moving forward into another 5 more days and you want to do the purification, then you're going to keep your portal of your Herkimer sacred portal open, okay, until we're done with that. Then, after we're done with the 5 days, then we're going to close it. Because by that time, we're going to already be in the new um, calendar after on the July 25th, okay? It's actually going to be a day at a time, okay? There's no time that day. That's going to kind of feel weird. All right, lovelies, be good to yourself. Go enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for joining me here on Be So Light. Like and subscribe. Thank you, all new subscribers, for being here. Thank you for claiming your light. Because once everybody does, we just light it up that much more. All right, lovelies, be good to yourself. I have to make a nice cacao drink because I'm feeling called to have cacao. And just sit and be. It's so hot outside. Why even think about going outside in the heat? No. Thank you so much for the love hearts. May the love hearts be returned back to you 360 degrees all the way around. And may you receive love, love, love immensely, trillion times over. All right? All right, lovelies. Be good to yourself. Rest when you need to rest. Okay? Please drink fluids. Get ready for tomorrow if you're going to attend. I can't wait to see all of you. All right? I'm looking forward to teaching you some things that I can't do on here. All right? And to definitely show up if you want to learn that. All right. See you then. Much love. Bye.